alongside the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Von Miller, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On the carry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Carrier.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
Steeler 1st down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
First carry for James Conner. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Conner, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
32-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
No, he dropped him. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Man, I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Cameron Sutton on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
The ball carrier for Pittsburgh. He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. This will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. He'll try and run forward with counter. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Steelers 10, Broncos 6.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
9-yard line.
Now it's Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Samuels, 65 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Steelers 20, Broncos 6. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case,
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down.
On first down, it's Samuels. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real. And I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
8-yard pickup. First down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Like 20. 59.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This AFC title bout has no doubt not gone according to plan, and these fans, they seem stunned as we move towards the final stages of this ball game. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this